welcome to Gaga Knits. My name's Anita and I live in South Wales in the UK, and today it's a rainy day. It's raining pouring. I've already been out with Charlie to take her for a walk, and we both got drenched. She hates the rain. I shall insert a picture to show you how she makes me feel so guilty when I come back. The look on her face says it all. Today is Sunday the 21st of January, and I'm not supposed to be podcasting until next Sunday, but I have finished my Love Hearts hat, which I was test knitting for Ellie at Tyddyn, Bryn. I shall put the name of Tyddyn, Bryn underneath here, because I've learned how to do that finally with my editing. And I know it's a Welsh name and some people might not be able to find it, but if you take a look on her Ravelry page, there'll be a link to all her patterns. This isn't there yet, but hopefully it will be soon. I used the Alpaca double knit Stylecraft colours in these 3 colours. It was very nice to knit with, although if you have to take any stitches back, which I usually do in most projects, it was a bit splitty, but not too bad, and it's lovely and soft and squidgy. It's quite long, but Ellie said that's to keep your ears warm in our Welsh winters, and it does that. I'll insert a couple of pictures. We went for a walk yesterday to Park Slip, which is a nature reserve near us, with Charlie obviously, and I took a couple of photos of the hat there. I was considering, I've made a pom-pom, whether maybe to put a pom-pom on the top, because I love a pom-pom. Now, the pattern itself is lovely. It's very easy. There's a chart to follow for the hearts, and it's very simple. And I liked it because in the past I've made a barbel hat for my son, and I'll insert a picture here. And it was the first time I'd used, when I'd knitted with yarn in both hands. I didn't know how to do that before, but I followed a tutorial on Fruity Knitting's podcast, and it was very straightforward. Once you get the hang of it, it's quite nice, because I have made things in different colours before, and I used to try and keep the floats quite loose, but they usually ended up quite tight. And this way, the tension just seems to be right, so I quite like doing that. So if you've not done that before, if you go to Fruity Knitting and have a look for her barbel hat tutorial, and it'll show you how to do it. It's very, very worth having a look. The pattern suggested using 4mm needles for the main body of the hat, but to get the gauge I had to go up to 4.5. And I'm a loose knitter, so I'm not sure about that. I was planning to use my Knit Pro Zings for the main body, and I love these. I think these are my favourite because they're so smooth here. The join of the cable to the needle, but I had to go up a size, and the only ones I had were these horrible needles. And because I'm trying to budget, and I thought, well, I've got these already, so I'm not going to purchase any more. And also I wanted to knit straight away. I thought they'd be fine. I think the first time I ever used circulars, when I was watching podcasts and seeing people use circular needles, I'd never done that before. I'd always used straight needles, plastic, or that sort of metally stuff, or wood, and some of them looked quite expensive, so I bought these because they were one of the cheaper options, and I can see why, because every single row I got stuck on. I had to really sort of pick away to get the stitches up onto the needle from the wire, which was really annoying. But anyway, I made the hat and I'm very happy with it. I think that's all I've got to say, really. Let me check. Yes, so anyway, if you like the hat and you're interested in the pattern, please contact Ellie at Tyddyn, Bryn, and I'm sure she can give you all the information. and I shall see you all next weekend. Have a lovely week.